Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday! And a beautiful Wednesday at that. Slightly cloudy, a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But the weather is perfect. The humidity is great. It's a perfect day, just kind of like it was yesterday. Now, let me ask you guys: Do I look any older to you? That's right. Yesterday was my birthday, so in case you guys did not see that we did not do a vibe, I'm sure you guys noticed, but it was my birthday. I had a great day yesterday. It started off amazing because I got to sleep in a little bit yesterday, and I don't know about you guys, but like especially on the weekends, I just love getting up in the mornings and like getting a cup of coffee and getting back into bed and just watching, a show or something on TV or the news or something and drink my coffee and loaf around in bed for just a little while. But I got to do a little bit of that yesterday, so that was a nice treat. And I got tons of phone calls. People were reaching out and saying happy birthday to me, so I felt just total love. It's such a great birthday. One that's going down in the books, that's for sure. But I'm out here in the front. You guys notice Anthony is taking care of some computer work and stuff today. He's editing. That's what he's doing. But so he said, left me out here all by my lonesome, but that's okay. I thought I'd share some interesting things that are going out here in the front yard. And this right here is just really just, I'm in awe over it. I just can't stop staring at it. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at my pretty roses. Like this rose bush right here is so big, but it's got so many different roses on it. And I actually did come out here. It was actually Easter Sunday, and I did pick some roses and brought them in the house. Now these ones are finally blooming. Look how pretty these ones are. So gorgeous. And they're huge. You guys see, they're huge. And even my yellow ones down here are growing and taking off. Look at them. Aren't they so pretty? I picked some of these ones too on Easter Sunday and brought them inside. Made myself a little bouquet, which I think that's like the ultimate reward. And like able to go out into your front yard and pick your own flowers and have them on display in there. It's amazing. But look at this too. I did plant stuff in these flower beds out front. I actually planted some sunflowers, and they're doing really, really nice. These are cosmos. These are actually cosmos from last year. I did not plant any in here. It's just whatever was left over, so that's pretty cool. The cosmos train is still staying alive and well in here, which is great. More sunflowers. These are black oil, I think, black oil sunflowers. They're supposed to get really big, and they're, good size, and they have seeds on them. So I'm going to try to take the seeds and because I like to eat sunflower seeds and stuff like that. I'm going to try to do that. If I don't, I'd like to maybe even save them and possibly transplant them or plant them next year. But I'm going to see how they grow on this fence right here. That's kind of my plan. I'm hoping if they get really big, I'll be able to tie them against the fence and stuff so they won't fall over. So I thought that was actually a good spot. Believe it or not, Anthony suggested I plant them there. And I was like, you know what? That's a really good idea. So I did. And I'm glad I did. Now I got to wait for them to grow. But everything in the garden has just totally taken off over the last few days. Especially after all that rain that we had a couple weeks ago. And everything's kind of finally drying out and stuff like that. So my stuff's really growing. Let me show you guys these tomato plants. They're crazy. Look, they're huge. Even this one right here is my biggest one. Look how big it is. And it looks so pretty. The colors of it is super green. And I'm not even touching them, but I can smell. I can smell them. They smell amazing. Smell like earth. But everything's growing. The only thing I'm not being very successful at, guys, and I'm just keeping it honest with you, is my lettuce, kale, which I've never been successful at growing lettuce. I have grown kale, but I'm not very successful at lettuce. And my peppers aren't doing all that great. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Well, I guess these are doing okay. And I got a little bit of sprouts. But this is my romaine lettuce right here. This is some spinach, which I got a little bit. And then my kale's over here, and it ain't doing nothing. I honestly think, guys, the birds got in here and ate some of them because I did transplant these ones from the greenhouse. These are all transplants. And right after I did that, I come out here like the next couple days and they were like completely gone. Like not just like they were gone. So I think I might, well, I guess there's stuff growing in here and I could have possibly even tried to plant some seeds in there, but I don't know. Time's getting away from me now. See how quick it comes and goes? You wait and wait and wait. You know, the last frost date comes, so it's like growth season is on, and it comes and goes so quick, and then you find yourself, it's too late. You know, you can't do anything. And then my peppers. I got peppers, hot peppers, jalapenos, and some bell peppers in there, and they ain't doing nothing either. So, but with that being said, I do have something actually growing in the greenhouse right now. I haven't really done anything with it other than keep them watered. Oh yeah, and look, while I'm walking by, my peas, my beans, they're beans. They're growing really good too. But let me show you guys too what I'm kind of talking about here. Look at these. Now these are all growing in the greenhouse. See, these are peppers. I got some peppers. These are tomatoes. A couple more pepper plants. These are more tomatoes. And then interesting story about this little thing right here. As you guys know, yesterday was actually Earth Day, other than my birthday. It was Earth Day. And at Wyatt's school, they were actually giving away free trees, but you had to like go online and fill out this information. So he ended up bringing it home on Friday last week. And I signed up for it because I remember as a kid on Earth Day, we had like the forestry department come out and they brought like trees for all the kids and they were like little saplings, like pine trees. And my mom planted it in the backyard and believe it or not, it is still there to this day and it is huge. So I think that would be a really cool memory for Wyatt just because of, me. Because it's a cool memory for me as a kid. I mean, my mom, I last time I was there, which mind you guys, I have not been home in, oh man, probably like, I think Wyatt was like 2. So it's been like 8 years since I've been back to Oregon. I'm from Oregon. Been back home to visit. Because actually, guys, my mom still lives in the same house in the same spot that I practically grew up in. I moved there when I was 6 and she still lives there. So like I have like a lot of childhood memories there and stuff that I would really like to share with Anthony because he's never been there. He's never seen it. And Wyatt was so little, he doesn't even remember it. Like seeing it. I even asked him, do you remember seeing my old room? I showed it to you and I showed you all some of the cool little hangout spots, And at my playhouse, it's still in the backyard, so just anyways, back to the tree. The tree I thought was just a really cool thing. So I signed up, but I don't know where I'm going to plant it, and I don't know what kind of tree it is. It doesn't say on the bag. It didn't come with all it came with was instructions, but it doesn't say what it is, and I didn't get to pick it. They just kind of give you whatever. But it is, from what it says online, it says the trees that they do give are, they're known to grow really well out here in Arkansas, so I'll have to find a really good spot for it. So I'm still kind of plotting on that. So I decided to put it inside the greenhouse in a little, potting thing just to kind of keep it alive so it doesn't dry out and stuff. So looking forward to that. Wyatt keeps bugging me about planting it. So maybe we'll make that a project of ours. And I don't know, there's a couple spots I've been kind of thinking about planting trees. So maybe I'll just do it, Sometimes that's all it takes. But look, I brought the little puppies out. Look at Lillian. She's just rolling around. Hi, Lillian. Having a good old time, huh? Yeah, she's doing really good, guys, as you guys can see. I would say Lillian is 100%. You wouldn't even know that something happened to her that was very traumatizing almost a year ago. Isn't that crazy? Think about, that happened almost a year ago. It's insane. Time flies. I mean, 2020 2024 just went by ridiculously fast. And now, so far, 2025 is going even faster. Like, I can't believe my birthday was yesterday. It felt like my birthday just went, or was just like a few days, well, it was a day ago, but it felt like it just went. Like, I just had a birthday. And now I just had another birthday, so I'm another year older. But, oh, Bella's over here. Bella! Come here, Bella. She's over there hanging out. That seems to be the hangout spot over there. I catch Bella and Lillian over there. But I will say, the fence is a little high off the ground there, so I'm sure she can squeeze out. That might be why she hangs out over there. She's plotting her escape. They seem to like to do that. And I think it was our last vibe we did. Lillian actually snuck out and like was running around. And a lot of you were saying, well, if Lillian can get out, that sure means bunnies can get in here. And yes, you were correct. They can get in here very easily. It's not hard. But we do have plans to go around and actually finish this fence. Anthony got like that new pneumatic staple gun. So that's going to make putting these staples in on the fence a lot easier and really fixing up the bottom. But it is on our plans of actions this year, and it is on our a list of things to do. But unfortunately, the trailer is taking up a lot of our time. So we haven't had a chance to get on these other little projects we've been meaning to do. But it's just like everybody else, story of our lives. There's always projects and things you guys, want to get done or want to do, and other things happen. And so you just kind of make do with what you got. So, right, Bella? Yeah. See, Bella's doing good too. I love Bella because her legs are like, I always tease her, but they're like 3 inches high. She's not very high off the ground. I actually got her weighed the other day, and she weighs 14 pounds. I couldn't believe it. Like, I know she's a little heavier than Lillian, but I didn't think 14 pounds. But, yep. But I think I'm going to go back inside, guys. I do have a few things I'm going to take care of today in the garden. And I think today is like a perfect day. It is supposed to rain and stuff tomorrow. But, that's what they predict. They've been predicting rain all week, and we haven't had a single drop. So, hopefully it just stays that way, because I need a little break from the rain. I got other things I need to get done, like work in the garden, But have a great day, everybody. An awesome, awesome Wednesday. Have an awesome Wednesday, guys. And hopefully next vibe, Anthony's out here, can share his words of wisdom for you guys. And yeah, stay safe, stay motivated, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.